Hello. It's Nienke here from Nienks.com, and I am in the middle of making some gift bags. So I just thought I'll pop up and show you this. So this box I'm making, dimensions is, like I said, they're already halfway. So we're just gonna go on from wherever I am. It will end up being 2 1/4. It looks like by 6 1/4. That's about finished size. We'll check that theory when we are done. And I cased this box design from Marisa. She made a bigger box. Her box was this size, which is also, I think, ended up being 6 1/4 by 4. Yeah. So this is the size box she demonstrated, and I will try and find her video and link it below. Now, I had to make mine a bit smaller to fit a smaller treat. I think she added cards into hers. I'm going to add a chocolate treat in mine. So my dimensions you start with 7 by 8 inches card base. And then on the 7th inch side, you score at a half, 1 1/2, 3 3/4, 4 3/4. And then on the 8th inch side, you score at 1 7 1/4. So that leaves you with a 1 inch piece here for the bottom, and then a 3/4 inch piece for this flap. Okay, so fold and burnish, and then you just cut out your little wedges the way she showed you on her video. It's not rocket science. And then I just folded over these 2 little flaps up here and punched them just with a little standard size hole punch, so it makes little holes right there. And then I added tear and tape on those 2 pieces, tear and tape on the bottom part, and then on the outside of that flap and on the outside of your fold over flap, like there. Okay, if you want to take a picture or whatever to see how you cut that. Or and I also added tear and tape on these 2 little flaps. My daughter already stuck them down for me because she's so sweet and helps me with everything. Actually, 1 scored and cut, and 1 stuck the flaps down, and the other one's doing dimensionals. It's like whole teamwork here. We have a big order and conference and stuff happening. So I'm a bit, we need to get this done. So I'm just going to start here, and then I'll show you how we go. So this goes, it's just a little piece of dark blue, like a night of navy lace ribbon that I have, and that goes in here. I believe this is 8 inches. 8 inches of ribbon. 1 goes in there, 1 goes in here. So I'm hoping that you're having a wonderful new year. It started with a bang here. Today is one of those nice snowstorms. The girls got their first snow day of the week. They're out with their dad sledding. So that gives me a couple of minutes just to finish this. So there is the 1 part done. Then let's stick this part down. It's just your flap. Already added tear and tape there. So let me remember which way around did I do this? This way? Oh, okay. So you can fold it on the 2nd score line, turn it around, and then just flip that in. Oh, I'm going to hold it this way so that I can actually see past the camera, and just fold it flat. If you fold it flat, it should be all good. Yeah, and there we go. So now what I'm doing, because we have a conference is a while away and I need to pack them, so your back side is right there at the back. This will be the front. I'm decorating, and then I'm packing them in like this, and then I'll just add whatever I need to in there. Here is a little piece I decorated. Oh, this is Pacific Point. It's retired. I still had like 5 packs of that left, so I decided we're going to use that. This piece is 6 by 2 inches, and then I embossed it with the online trio, online basic, what's it called? It's online exclusives, and it's on the online exclusive, and it's the 3D basic something. I'm not going to look for it now. This is the 3. Here's the 3. You get these beautiful little polka dots that I'm going to use. I have an idea for this. This I use a lot. And then this nice one. It can either be like flowers, but it can also, it had a sort of a snowflakey I think it reminded me of like looking through Frozen, you know, when it's all snowy and blizzardy outside and you have your snow stuck to the window. So I ran this through the embossing folder, and then I grabbed my white craft ink and I just put this on top of and just rubbed very lightly from the back side so that you get this sort of snowy texture like that. So there's the front of the front of our box. The back side seam is at the back. And if I can find my glue, here we go. So I'm just going to glue this on there. So I'm just folding it flat because it folds nice and flat. You can make a lot of these. Like I said, I think we're aiming for 100. That's what I'm going for. That right there, I have like stacks done, stacks decorated. Here's some, stacks still coming right there. See? Busy with all of that. So now I already have this little guy going. Now I've made, I think, 2 videos. I made a craft with me video, and then I made a little clean short video. I don't know if it was a year ago or 2 years ago. You can just go back where I made these tags. So I already have many of them ready to go. And like I said, my daughter is so nice. She helps me with dimensionals. One sticks down all of my edges, and the other one, then they swap and they do die cutting. It's so much fun. And dimensionals are already on there, and this is going right there. You know what? I will finish this one so that you can actually see the finished product. Okay, so that is how I will store them. They're just going like that with all of the treats that's in a box to the conference, and I'll pack them as we need them there. But I'll finish this one for you. So then I'm going to do the bottom, taking off this. So you need to remember that you want the back first and then the front to the back, so that you have all your seams at the back side. Let's throw that away. 2 flaps go in. Hope you can see that. The back goes to the front. I keep it like level and squared off on my desk. That helps me. And then I'm gonna fold this over, and I just use my bone. I have like a long bone folder that fits in perfectly, and I just push my sides down like that. And now what I'm going to do is I have these the normal tissue paper you just use for packing gifts or sticking the top of a gift box. You can get it anywhere at the Dollar Tree or any place where you find your gift wrapping. You can also find them in your paper pumpkin boxes. So I reuse the paper pumpkin gift, the tissue paper a lot. So I literally cut them in 3 or 4 strips I get out of a big piece of, I just fold it in half like this, cut this end to, what do I cut it? I think I did 16, yeah. So cut a 16-inch piece like this, and then around about 4. Like you see, it's not perfect there. It's like 4.5, and this is about 4.5. But I would say 16 by 4 is about what I went for with the tissue paper. And then got these lovelies from Aldi. This is the burnt caramel. I just bought 2 boxes. They come in like boxes with all different kinds of flavors. I don't mind which one because it's just going to be handed out. Put that in there. Fold this side over. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. Fold this side over. Fold this side up. Hold it tight like so. Whoops, there goes a piece. That's fine too. Fold it like this, and then we stick that in there. And then I just grab, to make it quick, is grab this corner and this corner, like your 2 opposite corners. I don't know if you can see it. Grab the 2 opposite corners and just stick them in. And if you stick them in, you get the other 2 corners sort of sticking out. It doesn't need to be anything. That's it. So there is the gift done. So that didn't take too long if you have your cutting and your scoring done. And then it stands by itself, stands up. It looks cute. And I've already done these little tags. So there we go. And then I have many of them. Like different, let's see what different ones we get here. There's loads of them falling over everywhere now. See? So there we go. You can make these up with whatever focal point and just keep them flat and use them as you need them. They store really, like here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if they're still flat, look at that. You just, perfect. Okay, so thank you to Marisa for the great idea here. And like I said, her box, let's do a comparison quickly. Here's the size of her box, and there's the size of my box. Exactly the same. Let me just fold this in, glue that, because I also want to store it. So there we go. Exactly the same thing, just a wider one, so you can add cards in hers if you want and gift them. So there we go. If you made it to the end of the video, I would love for you to subscribe for more videos and not to miss out on anything. And I will just see you in the next one with whatever I'll be doing. Not sure yet. Okay. Bye-bye.